You think it's a bit rude to ignore the sign right in front of the doorway? You're not blind, are you? You see, there's a little sign out there that reads, "No outdoor shoes allowed beyond the entryway." So if you would be so kind... Much better. Tep, Laela.
Nuh-uh.
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 Oh,
Nuh-uh.
for the love of
Nuh-uh.
fighting
Nuh-uh.
again?
Laela's the one that started it.
What? No, he started it.
I don't care who started what. Honestly, I know siblings are supposed to fight, but you two are on a whole other level. Apologize to each other. Now.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Now be good and take our guest's shoes to the entrance.
Okay.
I still do dishes better than you.
My goodness, you're as annoying as a horsefly. Just shut it for once.
Ignore that, please. Those rowdy little things are my sprites. They help take care of the small chores around the sanctum. But back to you. Why have you come here? I know who you are. I asked, why have you come here? You intend to select the Mage class. I know. I've been expecting your arrival for some time now. What I mean when I ask why you've come is that I want to know if you're truly dedicated to learning this class. The role of Mage is not one to be taken lightly, I'll have you know. I want to know if you can prove to me your commitment to knowledge and self-growth, that you're ready to carry the soul of the mystic arts to great heights in this world. This will not be something you can simply fall into complacency with halfway through. There will be many unprecedented hardships to face every step of the way. That much I can guarantee you. As you may have heard recently, the Grand Hellion is rumored to be rebuilding his demon army. And if that's true, then he's likely planning to take control of the lands once more. Now more than ever, the world needs heroes in the fight against this tyranny. It's important that the youth of the adventuring world are trained properly and are willing to answer the call if or when they are needed. So if you're not 100% certain that you're ready for this, then you might as well take your boat over to the Healer's Hall. Learn how to put some band-aids on a few scraped knees. Those guys have it so easy. So, what say you? Are you prepared to cast out any reluctance you may harbor right now and take your first step towards greatness? Are you positive? In that case, roll up your sleeve and hold out your arm. Palm facing upwards, please. This will likely sting a little, or a lot. Just try not to move, please. And there. Wow, you took that like a champ. Better than most, in fact. In any case, congratulations. You have officially selected the class of Mage, and today begins your first day of training. My name is Azra Faust, Mage Premier of this town. My job from this day forward will be to guide and mold you into a brilliant caster. Once you've completed your training with me, I will issue you your official Journeyman's Pass, with a neat little Mage's seal stamped right on top. With it, you'll be granted access to the town's guild center, and in there, you can accept quests from the community's job listing. Most new adventurers would go there to earn some money at a decent rate. Hell, you might even be able to join someone's party if you show a good face out there. People are usually pretty easy to win over with a big and flashy display of skills. But you've got a ways to go before you start doing those sorts of things. So we can knock out some of the simpler, less flashy things today. Let's try some basic mana control. Well, of course you have mana. All humans are born with it. And through proper training, you can learn how to control it. When you selected Mage just now, I unlocked and gave you full access to its capabilities. Now how do I explain this? Mana, more or less, is the magic energy that every living thing possesses. Some people or species naturally have more than others, like, say, a human having more than a wyvern. What's important, though, is that you learn how to control and release it properly. When someone releases magic, let's say a mage creates a flame in their hands. Essentially, they are focusing the mana from their core through their arm and out to the hand. I know I'm probably making it sound simple, but it's harder than you would think. There are also many negative ways that mana can be released. It could cause bad casting habits or even serious injury to yourself or someone else. That's why it's so important for aspiring mages like yourself to train under someone who knows what they're doing. Cough, cough. Now, take a look at your forearm. The marking that appeared there is what's called a rune. That will be fixated on your body permanently. Yes, like a tattoo. It's basically a tattoo. The darker and more full it shows on you, the more mana you have for use. Yes, please note that it's rather small as it stands. However, as your powers grow, your body will steadily increase its mana productivity, and in turn, your rune will also grow. Your starter skills include Grade 1 Illumination Magic, the most basic of basic. Illumination magic is fueled by feelings of serenity and solace. Having a strong sense of that will benefit you immensely when performing. We'll start with an easy ability, Brilliance. Give it a shot. Hold out your hand and try to concentrate your mana to your palm. Try to relax a bit. Breathe deeply, slow and controlled. Feel the flow of energy at the core of your being. It ripples throughout your whole body, similar to how a raindrop hits the surface of a puddle. Concentrate. Take your mind to a time or a place where you felt most at ease, and the light should appear before you. Embrace it. If it moves away, then chase after it. Let it serve as your guide. Keep going. You're almost there. And right there. Now you've got it. Excellent. Now, steadily return back to your normal breathing pattern. Good. And release. Wow, that was pretty darn good for a rookie if I do say so myself. I see a ton of potential in you. Yeah, well, I told you it would be harder than you think. Eventually, little tricks like that will become second nature to you. You'll find that illumination magic is the foundation of every mage's strength. It quite literally drives away the darkest of forces you're bound to encounter someday. If you didn't know before, light cannot exist without darkness, and vice versa. And as such, there are some mages who have decided to explore that of black magic. Shadow arts, if you will. This magic is considered some of the most fearsome skills an adventurer can match. 5 years ago, when the Grand Hellion began his tirade on Marigold City, I was a member of the party that led the charge against him. In that battle, we had taken down some of the most powerful shadow mages he had to offer. I'd nearly lost my life more times than I can count on my fingers. You seem a bit shaken up. I suppose anyone would be after hearing something like that, though. Don't let it worry you too much. You are in the care of the finest mage premier that this town has seen in over a decade, and I have every intention to ensure that you're well equipped to take on whatever challenges you may face. Or rather, I'm inclined to. When I was at your level and undergoing my mage training, I didn't have it as easy as the average junior adventurer. My former teacher didn't care much for my preparedness when it came to taking my first steps out there. The most he ever did was give me books or instructions before he went to go share drinks with tavern sloozies. Nearly everything I know, I've had to learn on my own. You could consider me a self-taught expert, and boy do you have some lessons to prepare for. But I think we've crammed enough into your head for today. Let's get you settled in. Until the time I deem that you've understood and mastered the fundamentals of Mage works, you'll be lodging here. Your room is on the 2nd level. Go through the astronomy hall and take the 3rd right you see. If you hit the direwolves den, you've gone too far. Tep, Laela, help our new guests with their bags.
Okay.
You'll need to restore your mana, so get as much rest in as you can tonight. Be prepared for a little trip tomorrow morning. Good night.